Hello folks, welcome back. In this lecture we are going to see sed command. SED stands for stream editor, which is used to search a word in a file and replace with the new word required to be in the output. Usually it is going to replace the old text with the new text. But it will only modify the output, but there will be no change in the original file. Means by default it won't change the original file. So let's see the examples. SCD s slash nothing but search old text slash new text and file name. Now it is going to search for this old text pattern. Wherever it find old text, it is going to replace with the new text what we give here in this particular file. Next command, SCD search for old text and replace with the new text, and G stands for global. Difference between this command and this command is if it find old text alone, then only it can able to change it. If it is part of a word, then it won't change. For example, I want to change hi with hello. Then if it find hi dedicatedly, then only it is going to change with the hello. But in this case, if hi is part of some other word, still it is going to replace. So that is the option with the G. Next thing, SCD -i slash s old text, new text and file name. This is going to replace old text with the new text and update the file. Okay, it is not going to just display in the output, it is going to update the file. Next thing, SCD -n 5 to 10 p file name. Means it is going to display 5 to 10 lines of your particular file. Specific lines. Usually we are going to display with the tail and head, right? Those commands going to display only head or tail. In between, if you need some lanes, then we can use this command, but still we can achieve by using those two commands as well. Then SCD 1020D file name, nothing but it removes the 1020 lines in a file and remaining it is going to display. Let's see in action. This is my Linux system. I have logged in as a root and I am under root, and currently these are the files we have. Now to demonstrate this example, I am going to create some text. For that one, I am going to search for Ansible CFG file. For your information, if you don't know Ansible.cfg file, Ansible is a configuration management tool. I have a dedicated course on Ansible. If you would like to learn about it, please go through with that course. Moreover, this is also from Red Hat. If you see here, it is saying example file is available on GitHub. We are just grabbing it. So this is the file, but we don't need complete file. I am going to grab only few lines so that it would be easy. Around 20 lines I am grabbing and copy it into our file. So I'm copying in our file one itself. So existing content it is going to replace with this new content. That's it. And let me clear the screen and cat file one. If I open it, you can see here it starts with nearly all parameters and ends with the remote system. Okay. If you see here in this, there is a Ansible, 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 Ansible. Like this we have Ansible in so many locations. Now I would like to change Ansible with Linux. If that is the case, we can use our SCD command as SCD yes nothing but search. What do you want to change? Ansible with, I want to change to Linux. Okay, Ansible with Linux, and I am not giving G for first time and file one. So what does it happen? It is going to replace Ansible with Linux wherever it find a dedicated Ansible word. You can see here it is replaced with Ansible with Linux. If you compare with the previous output, you can see here there is a Ansible minus playbook. It treated this as a separate word. It won't replace this word because A is caps over here. Okay, here it didn't change. And Ansible config, this is also uppercase, so it won't change. And the next thing, if you see here, this is .ansible.cfg. If it is just Ansible, it might try to replace it, but it is .ansible, so it won't replace. And here it replaced, you can see here Ansible replaced with Linux. And the next one again Ansible.cfg, so it won't replace. Like this, it is going to search for only Ansible, and wherever it finds, it replaces with the Ansible with Linux. That's how it works. Now I want to change these kind of words also. Okay, You can see here ansible.cfg, ansible.ansible.cfg. All these I want to replace. If that is the case, you just need to add G option. Okay. So now you can see it has replaced everything. Linux and .linux. Here also Linux. Here also Linux. Everywhere it replaced because it still consider if our Ansible is part of a word. Again, it is a case sensitive, so it won't replace these words because the case sensitive doesn't match. Now you want to try with the case sensitive as well, then you can use with G. There is an option called I, nothing but ignore case sensitive. Let's see. Now you can see, even though it is a uppercase A, it has been replaced. And all this stuff doesn't actually going to change your actual file. If I open my actual file, it is still at the original level because it only replaces the output of the file, not in the actual file. Okay. Now I want to change the actual file, then you can use -I option. Okay, -I option. First we'll try without IG, just with the S, so that only it replace the wherever it find Ansible alone. Here it is a minus, so it consider this as a separate word, but it is not considering this as a separate word. Again, this consider as a separate word, and this as well, this as well. Okay, let's execute it, and you can see there is no output. But if I open my file now, you can see the changes in the actual file. Here it replaced Ansible with Linux. Here also it replaced Ansible with Linux here as well. So like this it is going to change. Now I want to change it with the global option. Global nothing but I want to change the .ansible as well. So let's try one more time with G option. And if I open my file, this time it changes in between of our line. Now try with case sensitive as well with I option. So it replaced the wherever it finds Ansible, everything it replaces with the new word. Alright, that is how it works. Next command is just I want to display the first 5 to 10 lines. If that is the case, if you see the fifth line is find first and ends with inventory, I think. Yeah, ends with inventory. Let's display that one. SCD -n. Okay, nothing but number 5 to 10p. Okay, then file 1. You can see here it starts with the find first, then it ends with the defaults, not with the inventory. Okay, these all are the file lengths 5 to 10. Similar way, if I want to delete specific words in the file, nothing but if you want to delete, you just give the delete. We don't need n for this command. Let's execute, and you will display the entire file except 5 to 10 lines. Nothing but these lines you are not going to see in the output of our file. Let's execute. Now you can see it is started with the nearly all parameters, but in between these lines, above lines got disappeared because we have given the D option over here. So 5 to 10 lines it disappears. I can still give 15 or 20. If I give 20, you can see here it starts with nearly all parameters and the remote system it ends, and you don't require. So this is how it works. One more thing you can try with the SCD command is you can replace. Let me open the file one. So we want to remove the hash. Then what we can do, we can just give the SCD s/hash / just empty space / and close and file 1. Now you can see here you are replacing with the hash with the just empty space. So this is how we can replace a word in a file. That's all for this lecture, and see you in the next video.